Now let's take you back to Cape Town, where the SAPS's Commercial Crime Investigation Unit has carried out search and seizure operations at 26 locations across Cape Town. The operation, which took place early on Tuesday morning, followed a tip-off from a whistleblower. The raids are linked to an alleged 1.6 billion rand tender fraud scandal. Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi is tracking the story for us and joins us now live. A very good afternoon to you, Nasiphi. This is a very big operation that's taking place, and apparently more are to come.
Well, that is according to the National Coloured Congress, that more raids are yet to come. But what we do know is that the police's commercial crimes unit swooped into 26 properties or addresses in the city of Cape Town, including the city of Cape Town building, where they conducted Operation Search and Seizure. And let's take a listen to what the spokesperson of the city of Cape Town, Lutando Kelubongo, had to say regarding this particular investigation.
Following information obtained through investigations supported by the City of Cape Town, South African Police Service's Commercial Crimes Unit conducted a search and seizure operation at various sites in Cape Town on 30 September. In line with the city's zero-tolerance approach to fraud and corruption, City Forensic Services took swift action to assess and report the matter to SAPS, who then undertook search and seizure operation.
As we can hear, Masa, there, the City of Cape Town spokesperson talking about their role in this particular investigation by SAPS, as we now know that those tenders, or the overall tender amount, is 1.6 billion rand that police are investigating. I am now joined by Brett Heron, who is the Secretary General of the Good Party. I mean, we have seen the headlines and seen the statement by SAPS. However, the City of Cape Town also, coming forward to say that they also played a role in blowing the whistle, blowing the lid on alleged corruption and fraud.
Nasiphi, look, the fact that the City of Cape Town participated in the exposure of this alleged corruption is their duty. I mean, they are a government, they're a public institution that's public funds, and if they became aware of fraud or corruption within their ranks, then it was their duty as the city manager and the mayor of Cape Town to report it. So we can't congratulate a fish for swimming. So good, they came forward. But I think the bigger story is that in the large infrastructure projects, mobility, and that is the rollout of the My City bus, and in the housing departments, we've seen two scandals now involving the City of Cape Town: the 1.6 billion allegedly around the urban mobility projects, and the 1.8 billion rand where there are current prosecutions underway relating to housing projects. And so in the areas where there's large amounts of funding and big budgets, both are contaminated by corruption allegations. Yet the city receives a clean audit. And this is why this idea that a clean audit means that a city is running above board always is a fallacious one. And we have to stop making a big deal around clean audits, because they do not expose the rot that is in any municipality or any government department.
We're now here with the police, probing this particular alleged corruption and fraud amounting to 1.6 billion rand. What are the next steps? What should be the next steps?
Well, the most interesting thing, I think, for the public is going to be to see who is alleged to have committed these crimes and how they will be prosecuted and when they will be arrested and prosecuted. So as I understand it, the raids were to seize documents and to seize electronic equipment. We've seen that before in the City of Cape Town when it's happened and nothing came of it. But we'll have to see whether this is part of that initial raid that took place in the City of Cape Town earlier this year, or if it's completely unrelated. But the interesting thing is going to be to see who in the City of Cape Town, who's an official and who's a politician, and what role they played in this alleged corruption.
Are you concerned about the Special Crimes Unit once again, or Commercial Crimes Unit rather, of the police swooping in once more in the City of Cape Town in less than 12 months?
I am concerned, and that's why I referred to the fact that there was a raid in January or February this year, and the we know already that a former mayoral committee member and officials of the City of Cape Town were charged with serious charges around corruption. Those charges were withdrawn, not dropped, in order to transfer the case from the Magistrates Court to the High Court. And so we may see those same accused reappearing. And now, a few months later, we have another serious raid linked to procurement by the City of Cape Town. And so the underlying common denominator in all of this, both the housing corruption and the urban mobility alleged corruption, is the procurement system in the City of Cape Town. And it is clearly corrupted if both the big numbered contracts like in housing, the 1.8 billion that is alleged to be linked to corruption in housing, and now 1.6 billion rand corruption allegations in urban mobility, show you that there's a serious problem with procurement in the City of Cape Town. And once again, I say, even though they get clean audits.
I mean, looking at the fact that you're now highlighting issues of procurement and being represented within council, are those the things that you're going to be taking up and ensuring that there are stringent measures when it comes to procurement and tenders?
Yes, I mean, we've got a caucus in the City of Cape Town, and they will be raising these issues as they raise all issues. And I think it's time that we also, as the public and as political parties, start demanding that the city's MPAC, which is the equivalent of SCOPA, the Municipal Public Accounts Committee is the equivalent of Parliament's SCOPA, those meetings should be open to the public, because there is a lot of allegations of and even reports of irregular and wasteful expenditure that goes through MPAC, the SCOPA equivalent, behind closed doors. So I don't understand why in Parliament, ministers and HODs and CEOs of state-owned entities are interrogated in the public's eye, in the media's eye, for all the wrongdoing that happens at national government level, whereas at a municipal level, all of this happens behind closed doors, and the interrogation of wrongdoing is not disclosed or exposed to the public. So we need to raise questions in council, but it's time the City of Cape Town opened their MPAC committee, the Municipal Public Accounts Committee, to the public so that we can see the extent to which procurement is corrupted.
Do you fear that perhaps we could be seeing more raids in the City of Cape Town?
It's obviously possible. We've had several raids in this term of office, which has got one more year left, more raids in this term of office than we've ever had before. So this term of office that started in November 2021 under Mayor Jordan Hill-Lewis has a lot to account for. And it's possible that there are going to be more raids. It's possible that there'll be raids on offices and homes that have been raided before.
Thank you so much, Brett Harron, the Good Party Secretary. A call that earlier on in the day we heard from the ANC in opening up and being a little bit more transparent with that committee, holding those within the local government accountable and saying that the public should be privy to these discussions where councillors are holding the executive to account.
Nasiphi, thank you so much for that thorough update coming live from the City of Cape Town.